So we're going to get started by lying down on the mat. Just bring the soles of the feet together for me, knees knock out nice and wide. Close down your eyes if you wish, or just soften the gaze. Arms can rest heavy down by the side, or maybe you want to rest them on the chest or tummy. From here, let's bring ourselves onto the mat. If you give me a big inhale, breathe into the side ribs, expanding your rib cage. Exhale it out through the pursed lips, drawing your navel to spine. Big inhale, breathe into the side ribs, back body. Exhale it out through the pursed lips, drawing your navel to spine. Slowing your breath right down for me. Big inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale it out through the pursed lips, drawing your navel to spine. Now from here, we're going to place the feet flat on the mat. Then just walk your feet to either side of your mat, so you're spreading your legs a little wider. Bringing those arms into cactus position behind you. Keeping your shoulders nice and heavy on the mat. We're going to work a little bit of hip mobility. Starting with the left side, if you just drop your knees down and over to the left-hand side. Draw them up through the center and down and over to the opposite side. Alternating your legs here for me. Use that breath. Just warming up. Here for 4. Allowing those knees to drop as heavy as you can without peeling the shoulders off the mat. 2. Last 1. Come through the center. Now from here, you're going to allow your left leg go long for me. Right leg's going to come up to a tabletop position. Hands behind the back of the right thigh. Exhale, extend your leg to the ceiling. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bend. If you want to flex the foot as you extend, point the toes as you bend to deepen that stretch. Flex the foot, extend, point and bend. Use your breath here to control the movement. Just warming up the back of the leg, feeling the stretch down the back of the hamstring. Here for 3. Last 2. Last 1. Extend your leg to the ceiling, hold it here. Now see if you can pull your leg a little bit closer towards your chest. Give me a big inhale. Exhale it out. Bending your right knee. Grab it in front of the knee. Pull it down in towards your chest as if you're giving yourself a little hug. Feel that space open up a little deeper in the groin and the hip area. And from here, we're going to drop our right knee down and over to the left-hand side. Keep your left hand heavy on that knee. Then look over your right shoulder if it's here for you. Keeping both shoulders as heavy as you can onto the mat. Deep breath here into our side glute and spinal twist. Exhale up through center. Right leg goes long. Left leg comes into a tabletop position. Hands behind the back of the left thigh. Exhale, extend the leg to the ceiling. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bend. Again, you can flex the foot as you extend. Point the toes bend. Lovely. We're going to go for 4. Feeling that stretch down the back of the leg. Last 3. Last 2. On our last one, let's extend your leg to the ceiling. Hold it here. Pulling your leg a little deeper in towards your chest. Big inhale. Big exhale. Blow it out. Bending the left knee. Grabbing in front of the knee. Pull it down in towards your chest. Give yourself that hug. Pulling it a little bit down as if you're trying to tuck it underneath that left armpit. Really feel that hip and groin space open up for me. And then once we're ready, right hand stays on your knee. Let's drop that left knee down and over to the right hand side. Keeping the left shoulder nice and heavy. Don't let it lift off the mat for me. Deep breath here. Exhale up through the center. Bring our legs into tabletop position. Hands behind the back of the thighs. Glue your legs, knees, feet together. And then from here, just use some momentum to swing yourself up to seated. Lovely. Now that we're here, Just going to continue that warm up for a little bit more. We're going to come into a 4-point kneeling position for me. Shoulders in line with the wrists, your knees are in line with the hips. Scoop up the core, protract out the shoulders, curling the toes under. Let's lift our hips to the ceiling, find that downward dog. Now allow the back of the head and neck to drop and hang heavy for me. And then from here, let's start bending and walking into one leg at a time. Feel the stretch down the back of the calf, down the back of the legs, lengthening through the hamstrings, walking out your legs here, deep breaths. Here for 4, you're going to meet me steady in 3, in 2, last 1, pressing both heels as deep as you can into the mat. Feel the stretch down the back of the calf, lengthen through the legs, breathe here. Deep breath into the side of the ribs, expand, exhale, blow it out. Now from here, let's ripple our weight forward, shift our weight, coming up into your plank position for me. So shift your weight forward, shoulders come back in line with the wrists, walking the legs a little bit longer to get that plank position. Engage the core, engage the quads, protracting out the shoulders. Breathe for 4, for 3, for 2. Now pike your hips up to the ceiling. Find that downward dog for me. Give me a big inhale, big exhale. Ripple and shift that weight forward back to your plank position. Hold for 4, for 3, for 2, 1. Lift the hips back up. Melt your chest down towards the thighs. Big inhale, exhale. Right up onto the balls of the feet, up onto that big toe. Shift the weight forward. Big breath here for me. Big inhale, exhale. Lift the hips up. And again, last 1. Shift that weight forward. Hold it here for me. Roll those shoulders back and down, protracting out the shoulders. Engage the core. Here for 3, for 2, 1. Tap the knees down. Spread the knees nice and wide. Sit the glutes back onto the heels. Give yourself a little breath here to reset. Hopefully you're feeling nice and warm now. And whenever you're ready, we're going to come up and lie back down on our mats in a supine position. If you do have your dumbbells or your ball, if you have that ball today, grab your ball so you can grab it nice and easily from a lying down position. And once you're ready, let's lie down on the mat for me. We're going to activate our pelvic floor. Our feet are flat on the mat, knees bent, legs in line with the hips so you're not too narrow, not too wide. And whenever you're ready, we're going to activate our pelvic floor. On the inhale, I want you to expand. Inhale, prepare. Now exhale, let's tilt our hips towards your ribs so you close any little gap or air pocket between your lower back and the mat. Engage, drawing it all up. And release, relax. Just come back to neutral back. Lovely. We go again. Inhale, prepare. Inflate the belly. Exhale. Tilt the hips towards the ribs. Imprinting that lower back. Engage. Drawing it all up. And release, relax. Come back to neutral. Last 1. Inhale. Inflate the belly. Prepare. Exhale. Tilt the hips towards the ribs. Shortening that distance between the hips and the ribs, imprinting your lower back onto the mat. Engage, draw it up, and release, relax, back to neutral. Now once you're ready, come with me. Float our legs to tabletop position. Knees are out in line with the side of the hips, shins parallel to the ceiling. Once you're ready, extend your arms to the ceiling, imprint your lower back, and from here we work our dead bugs. Whenever you're ready, your right leg is going to extend out nice and long. Left arm draws back behind you. Hover, hold here for me. Bring it back through the center. Opposite side. Left leg extends, right arm draws back. Hover, hold, bring it through the center. Now remember, you want to keep that lower back imprinted. Don't let the legs drop as low. The minute you feel a little gap or air pocket, don't let the legs go as low, okay? Lovely, keeping it nice and steady. Now be mindful when we're switching our legs that opposite knee isn't drawing in. You're keeping it out in line with the side of the hip. You have 3. Well done. Here for 2, warming up that core, finding strength in our hip flexors. Last 1. Let's come through the center now. Imprint the lower back. Close the rib cage down. Glue the knees, legs, feet together. Extend both legs out. Hold. You can draw your arms back behind you if you want to deepen that pose. We have 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it out. Again, just keep your arms straight up to the ceiling if you want to take off a little pressure. Again, extend your legs out. Hold. We have 8, 7, 6. Pilates feet if you have them. Heels together, toes pointed out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it out. Give yourself that little hug, a little rock from side to side. Take a moment. Now, if you do have the ball, let's grab the ball for me, okay? If not, don't worry, just imagine you have a ball, okay? So from here, you want to grab the ball, extend both legs to the ceiling. Glue the legs, feet together. Don't worry if you need to slightly bend at the knees if you don't have the flexibility in the hamstring. Now from here, you're going to place that ball just underneath or just on your right thigh, okay? Or your right knee, excuse me. And your left hand is going to come to your ear, elbow out nice and wide. Now whenever you're ready, from here, we're going to fire up our core. We're going to lift our head, shoulders, shoulder blades right up. We're going to walk that ball up the right leg. Let's press against it. Nice big press. Now lower the left leg down, draw it back up, and then slowly walk back down. Exhale, curl yourself up. Press that ball against the leg, lower our left leg down, draw it back up, then slowly walk yourself back down, release it out. Lovely, find your breath here. Exhale, curl up. Really find that press against the right leg once you get there. Really get that big feedback for me. Lovely, you've 4 more here. Use that breath. Well done. Exhale, curl up. We have 3. Nice. Deep breaths. Exhale, press against it. 2. Really get some feedback. Last one. The next time you curl up. Exhale, curl up. Big press this time now. Hold it here. Lower and lift that left leg for 6. Well done. For 5. Nice. For 4, breathe. Keep that left elbow out. We don't let it curl in. 3. Keep that big press. 2. Nice. Last 1. Hold it here if you can. Now from here, bring the ball underneath and switch your legs. Find your scissors. For 10. You got this. For 8, 7, 6, 5. Well done. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it out. Woo. Give yourself a little moment. Rock from side to side. Give yourself a little breather. Then from here, we're going to go straight into it. I want you to bring your legs together again, but you're going to pop the ball if you have it in between the ankles. If you don't worry, okay? Now from here, keep your legs in a tabletop position. If you have the ball, remember it's going in between the ankles, knees out in line with the side of the hips, extend the arms to the ceiling. From here, we're going to exhale, curl ourselves up, arms go long by the side. Inhale, release it down. Exhale, curl up. Inhale, release it down. Well done. Give me 3. Nice. Use your breath. Now remember that exhale. Use it to your advantage. The more we exhale, the more we activate that deep core. Last one. Now from here, let's add on. The next time we curl up, curl yourself up. Extend those legs long. Hold here for 3, for 2, 1. Release it out. We just have 4 of these. Exhale. Curl up. Extend. 4, 3. Squeeze that ball if you have it. 2, 1. Release it out. Nice. We have 3 more. Exhale, curl up, squeeze the ball. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it out. Nice. 2 to go. You got this. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, curl up, squeeze that ball. Really reach. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it out. Last one. I can tell you my abs are burning. Curl up. Hold. Breathe. Exhale. You got this. We're here for 8. For 7, you got this. 6, 5, 4. Big exhale. Squeeze that ball. 3, 2, 1. Release it out. Woo. Give a little rock from side to side. Nice and quickly release that tension. However, I'm going to be a little bit mean. We're going to go straight onto that left side. Okay, so whenever you're ready, extend those legs straight up to the ceiling for me. Glue your feet, legs together. Right hand comes to the ear, elbow out nice and wide. Ball, or just your hand, comes below or just on that left knee. Whenever you're ready, let's exhale, curl ourselves up,
Walk that ball up the left leg. Press against it. Now lower our right leg down, point those toes, draw it back up, and slowly walk ourselves back down. Well done. Exhale, curl up, press, lower, lift, draw it back down. Lovely. You have 5 more of these. You got it. Well done. Deep breath. I know our core is already tired. However, you're going to be out of here before you know it. Last 4. Well done. Deep breaths. Last 3. Keep those legs to the ceiling now. Don't let them start dropping down just because we're getting tired. I'm here with you. Last 2. Whew. Use that exhale. Last 1. Curl up. Hold. Big press now. Just lower and lift that right leg for me. For 5. For 4. Keep the elbow out. 3, 2, 1. And release it down. Well done. Give yourself a sway from side to side. Whenever you're ready, turn on your side so we can come onto our right forearm, okay? Coming onto our right forearm. If you have the ball, let's bring the ball behind the back of that left knee, okay? And then from here, just like always, just make sure that our shoulder is in line with our elbow, so it's not way away from you, directly underneath. Then like always, we're going to have our knees stacked. This time you can tuck your legs and feet behind you. And then from here, lifting yourself out of those right obliques for me, okay? Try not to be sinking down or sinking into that shoulder. You want to find length, so lift yourself up and out. Whenever you're ready, you can place that left hand on the hip for now. And from here, excuse the expression, but it's almost like a dog going to the toilet. We're going to lift that left leg up, almost like we're cocking the leg up, activating the side of our glute medius. Then lower the knee back down, but don't let it touch. Lifting it up and lowering it down. Lovely. We're on our first layer here, so really use this layer to find your form. Ask yourself, is my core engaged? Am I lifting myself up and out of my right ribs and obliques away from the mat? Am I pushing down into my forearm and finding length and space between my neck and my shoulder? Lovely. Am I feeling that little squeeze at the top? And make sure you're not rocking out of the hips. You're stuck in between a pane of glass now. Just the knee lifting. 3. Now we're going to add on a layer. In 2. Lovely. The next time you're lifting the leg up, keeping the bottom knee down, but peel the hips away from the mat. Lift that top leg up. Now lower the hips back down, allow the knee to follow. Lovely. Lift the knee up. Hips peel off that mat. Lower the hips down slowly, knee follows. Can we bring the left arm to the ceiling now, adding a little bit more stability? Now if you need a little bit more support, keep that left hand pressed onto the mat, okay? Nice. Deep breaths. Now remember, you're lifting that top knee up, leading with the knee, then peeling the hips off the mat, then lowering the hips back down, knee follows. Lovely. Don't let it collapse down onto that bottom knee. It just barely comes down as if it's just about to touch it. We have 4. You're nearly there now. Breathing. Well done. For 3. Your final layer is coming. In 2. Lovely. From here, lifting up, hold it here. Keep your hips lifted for me. Grab that ball if you have it behind the left knee. Extend our left leg nice and long. We're going to find a rainbow and a reach over with that left hand, long left leg, point the toes. Now bringing that left elbow to left knee, tap, extend and lengthen. Keep the hips lifted, tap, extend and lengthen. Lovely. Really targeting the side of that glute now and working those obliques to find that strength and keep us lifted. Lovely. We have 5. You got this. Breathing. Well done. For 4, point those left toes. Lift yourself up and out, hips away from the mat. 3, well done. Find that rainbow reach. 2, elbow to knee. Last 1, extend and lengthen. Hold it here. Give me inch up, inch down of that left leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release yourself out. Stay where you are if you can. If you need to shake it out of that right forearm, that's okay. If you have the ball, it goes in between the ankles, okay? Legs go long now for me, okay? Legs go long. We're lying on the side. And again, you want to lift yourself up and out. Remind yourself, don't sink down into that mat. Lovely, losing my balance. And then once you're ready, left arm comes to the ceiling. Now it's like you're going to roll off that bottom hip onto your bum. So roll yourself off As you do, let's extend our legs long, then find a reach for that ball with that left hand. Then again, slowly lower the legs, roll yourself back onto your side and lift up out of those ribs. Take your time here. Find that control and precision. Try not to rush it. Roll off, reach. Now slowly lower the legs as you roll back onto the hips. Well done. Nice, everyone. Really, really strong. Reach and roll back. Well done. You have 4. You got this. Really strong. Take your time. We have 3. Nice. Deep breaths. You have 2. Lovely. Last one. You're going to stay with me if you can. Now remember, instead of straight legs, you can always bring them into tabletop if you need to. Keep the legs lifted. Reach that left hand, tap the ball. Now pull it back. Tap the ball, pull it back. Well done. Lean forward, reach, pull it back. For 4, lift yourself up and out. 3, nice. 2, pull that left arm back, hold. Can we lower the legs an inch? Lift them up an inch. Well done, nice. You got this. For 4, well done. For 3, lovely. 2, last one, lift up and release it out. Well done, really strong. Lie on your back for me. Lie onto the back. Now if it's here for you, what I'm going to get you to do is bring the ball behind the back of the right knee. If you don't have the ball, don't worry, just bring that right leg to tabletop position. Left leg, or left foot I should say, is staying on the mat. And again, just make sure that left foot isn't too far away from your glute. Bring it in. It obviously doesn't want to be touching your glute, but just bring it nice and close, okay? Don't let it slide away. And then once you're ready, again, if you want a little bit more support, keep your arms down. A little bit more of a stability challenge, bring our arms up to the ceiling. Like always, let's imprint our lower back. Close that little gap, I should say. And now press into that left heel and start to peel and lift your hips all the way up. So we come onto that single leg glute bridge. Hold it here for me. Now from here, your right toes are pointed. Lower the right foot down as if it's about to touch the mat with the big toe, or it does. Bring it back into tabletop, then dip your hips down. Lift the hips up, hold, tap, bring it back to tabletop, then dip the hips. Pressing into that left heel, making that left hamstring and glute do the work for you now. And really focus on your hip stability as you lower and tap that right toe to the mat and bring it back. Focus on your hips staying as steady as you can and keeping that nice height. Try not to let the hips dip or drop down. Find as much height as you can away from the mat. Press into that left heel. Lower the right leg down, tap. Bring it back to tabletop, dip the hips. We've 3 more of these. You got this. Lower, lift, dip the hips down. Exhale, peel and lift the hips up. Tap that right toe down. Bring it back up and dip the hips. Last one, stay lifted for me this time. Peel yourself up, hold. Now from here, just work that leg tap and back up. Stay here for me, you got this. For 8, nice. For 7, find that height. Press into that left heel. Don't flare those ribs on me, okay? It's not in the lower back. All in the glutes and hamstrings. 2. Last one, right leg comes back, hold. Give me inch up, inch down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release yourself down. If you have the ball, just get rid of it. Drop those knees from side to side for a second. Releasing out the hamstrings and lower back. Well done. Nice. From here, we come onto our left side, okay? Come onto the left forearm. Lovely. Onto that left forearm for me. Knees are stacked. Ball goes behind the back of that right knee if you have it. Again, just set yourself up correctly. Lovely. Make sure the shoulder's in line with the elbow for me, okay? We got this, guys. We're getting there. We're getting there. Stick with me. Whenever you're ready, ball is behind the back of the right knee. Engage the core. Find length through that shoulder to elbow and press into the forearm. Lift yourself up and out from those left obliques. And whenever you're ready, again, my favorite expression, my favorite? I don't know if it's my favorite, but it's one of them. Lifting that right leg up, that right knee up, as if it's like a dog going to the toilet, and then lower the knee back down. lift it up and drop it back down. Well done, nice. Again, like I said, we're trying to activate the glute medius here, which is the side of that glute, rather than our glute maximus. Our glute maximus always likes to try to take over. It's usually the much stronger muscle. And here we're trying to work into those smaller muscle groups, working on those stabilizers, building that strength. Well done. Nice. Perfect. We're here for 4. Really strong. We're going to add on that hip lift in 3. Keep your form. Lift. Imagine someone had a string on the side of that kneecap. They're pulling it up and lowering it back down. Okay, 2. Now from here, let's add on that layer. The next time you're lifting the knee up, we're going to peel those hips away from the mat. Then lower the hips back down, allow the knee to follow. Don't let it touch if you can. Lift the knee up, hips lift. Then lower the hips back down, knee follows. Well done. We have 5. You got this. Breathe through it now. Again, just nice about control and precision. There's absolutely no speed here. In fact, if you're speeding, you're cheating. Lovely. Breathe. Exhale, lift. 3. Inhale, bring it back down. 2. Lovely. I know we're concentrating, but focus on that breath. Last one. Lift your hips up. Hold. Now, if the ball is there, grab the ball into the right hand. Extend the right leg long. Point the toes. Keep it lifted. Right arm reaches up over that head. Find that rainbow reach. Now, from here, find that elbow to knee tap. Extend and lengthen. Elbow to knee tap. Extend and lengthen. Well done. You have 7. Deep breaths. We're nearly there for 6. Lovely. Find that reach. For 4. Well done. For 3. Nice. 2. On your last one, knee to elbow, then extend and lengthen, hold. Now find an inch up, inch down of that right leg. For 5. For 4. For 3. 2. 1. Release it down. Well done. If you have that ball, pop it in between the ankles. And then from here, legs go long for me this time, okay? Legs long. Again, imagine you're stuck in between the pane of glass, okay? So everything is a nice straight line. You don't have anything, you don't have your legs forward in front of you or behind you. You're stuck in between that pane of glass. Okay, whenever you're ready, shoulder in line with the wrist. Right hand to ceiling for me. From here, we're going to roll off that hip, reach, extend the legs, then reach that right arm forward. Then slowly pull the right arm back as we slowly lower the legs, come back onto that hip, coming into our side body lying, okay? Lovely. Roll up, find that reach, then slowly bring it all back down. Well done. Stay with me now. We've 5 more of these. You got this. Again, all about control and precision here. Slow it all back down. Try not to rush that lower when you're bringing yourself back to that side lying, okay? Take your time. Make sure it's nice and slow and controlled. Make sure you're still in that straight line, reminding myself as well, and keeping yourself lifted up and out of those left obliques for me, okay? Well done. Nice. You have 2. Nearly there now. Stick with me. Last one. Whenever you're ready, reach and pull back. Keep the legs lifted if you can. Like I said, there is the option to bring them to tabletop if you need to. For 4. We're nearly there. For 3. Well done. 2. Last one. Pull it back. Hold. Lower the legs an inch. Lift an inch. Well done. For 5. You got this. For 4. Really strong. 3. 2. Last one. And release it out. Well done. Whew, I'm feeling it. I'm shaking today, guys. Shaking today. Whenever you're ready, we're going to lie down on that mat for me again. If you have the ball, just place it behind the back of the left knee. Okay? If you don't, again, don't worry. You can just bring that left leg to tabletop. Like I said, we have options here, especially if anyone does have a bad back or just needs that extra bit of support. Keep your arms long. Use the back of the arms and the palms to press down into the mat, okay? Otherwise, if you do want to challenge your strength and stability a little further, you can extend the arms up to the ceiling, okay? From here, left leg in tabletop, right foot flat on the mat. Again, it's not too far away from the back of the glute. Once you're ready, tuck the tailbone under, imprinting your lower back. Now let's start to peel and lift the hips all the way up, pressing into that right heel. Now slowly lower that left foot down, tap the big toe, bring it back into tabletop, dip the hips. Lift the hips up, lower that left foot down, back to tabletop, dip the hips. Lovely. We've 6 of these for me, okay? Keep using your breath. And as always, I know I keep saying it today, but really find that control and the precision. Focus on your form, focus on the stability, and really forget about speed, okay? We spend our whole lives rushing. This is the one time you have the joy of slowing it all down and finding some control, okay? Last 3. Nice. Dip the hips down. Exhale, lift. Lower that left foot, tap. Bring it back to tabletop, dip the hips. Last one, you're going to stay lifted for me, okay? Lift the hips up, press into that right heel now. Find that height, find that stability. Now just work that left leg up and down. Tap the big toe, bring it back up. Well done. You have 5. Nice. We have 4. Breathing here for me. For 3. Lovely. Finishing with those little pulses. In 2. Last one, bring it back to tabletop. Give me inch up, inch down of the hips, pressing into that right heel. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release yourself out. Well done. Give yourself that little sway from side to side. Really, really strong. You'll be glad to know that ball can just go to the side for a second, not for too long, but for a second. Once you're ready, let's bring our legs into a tabletop position, hands behind the back of the thigh. Glue the legs, knees, feet together. We're going to have some fun, a few roly-polies, okay? You're going to roll yourself up, keep the feet away from the mat, then roll yourself back, but don't go all the way back. You don't want to roll off the shoulders onto the neck, okay? So have a bit of fun. Keep everything nice and tight, glued together like a little ball. We've 2 more. You're going to meet me lifted on the last one. Roll up, hold. Holding it here for me. Now from here, from here, you're going to pull that chest into the front of the thighs. Okay, keep your knees, feet glued together. Legs come into a boat pose, tabletop position. If it's here for you, arms go long. Stay here if this is enough. If you want another layer, maybe bring the arms up over your head. And if you want to challenge or practice your full teaser, see if we can straighten the legs. Lovely. Hold wherever you are for 5. Glue those feet, legs together. Pull that chest to thigh. 3, 2, 1, and release yourself out. Well done. Nice. Really, really strong for me. Whenever you are ready, we're going to come around into a 4-point kneeling position, okay? 4-point kneeling position, shoulders in line with the wrists, knees in line with the hips. From here, we're going to just walk the legs out a little bit longer so we come into our plank position. Now from here, we're going to find our shoulder taps, okay? I want you to really focus on your hips staying as steady as you can. So you don't want to be really rocking or swaying from side to side like so, okay? Everything steady. The further you walk your feet apart on the mat, the easier it is to keep those hips stable, okay? So if you feel like the hips are rocking, start to spread the legs a little bit wider. Now from here, right hand taps the left shoulder, left hand taps the right. Again, focus on that hip stability, slow it down. Lovely. We have 8. Nice. Take your time. You have 5. Well done. For 4. Nice. 3, 2, 1. Hold your plank. Protract out the shoulders. Find length through that back. Engage the core. Walk those feet a little bit closer together. We have 5, 4, 3, 2. Lift the hips to the ceiling. Find that downward dog for me. Lovely. Allow the back of the head and neck to drop. Breathe into the rib cage. Exhale, blow it out. Just take that moment to reset. Big inhale, big exhale. Lovely. Whenever you're ready, let's walk our hands back towards our feet. Take your time. Bend your knees once you get there. And just slowly, stacking vertebrae by vertebrae, bring yourself back up to your standing position. Nice. Lovely. We're going to finish with that standing series. So whenever you're ready, if you have your dumbbells and your ball, feel free to grab them. If not, don't worry. If you don't have the ball, you have 2 options. Option 1, just keep your foot flat in that lunge. So flat foot on the front foot on the mat. However, if you do want to challenge your stability a little bit more, come up onto the balls of both feet, okay? So the back foot, you're always going to be up on the ball of the foot. If you want to challenge yourself a bit more, you want to come up onto the ball of the front foot too. Those of you that have the ball, you're going to place the ball and your heel, your right heel on the ball and the ball of your foot on the floor. Sorry, that's like a tongue twister. How many times can I say ball? So if you have the ball, basically your heel is raised. So the heel is on the ball and the ball of your foot is on the mat, okay? Now let's extend our left leg long back behind us. Again, it's a little off to the side. You don't want it directly behind you or you're going to be way too off balance. And come up onto the ball of the back foot as well. Now nice and simple from here, roll the shoulders back, engage the core. If you've the dumbbells, keep them in your hands. From here, we're going to bend that back left knee down, find a bicep curl and a lunge. Then straighten the back leg, come back up, arms go long. Core is engaged. Bend and drop that back knee and bring it up. Lovely. Nice. Taking your time here. Well done. Focus on the form. If anyone does have a bad knee, I'd recommend doing this without the ball, okay? Lovely. You don't want to put too much pressure on that knee joint. Nice. We have 5. Well done. Breathing here for me. We're challenging that stability as well as strength. Lovely. We have 3. Perfect. You have 2. We're going to add a layer. You're down in your lunge. You're going to step that left foot back into your curtsy. Then back to your lunge position. Come up and tap the big toe. Step back to a lunge. Back foot comes back behind you into a curtsy. Back to your lunge. Come up and tap the big toe. Lovely. You 5 more of these. We won't be here for too long. So try to really focus on that form. Finish strong, okay? Lovely. Just 4 to go. Deep breaths. Really nice. Last 3. Lunge. Curtsy. Lunge. Up and tap. Last 2. Well done. Last 1. Come into your lunge. Stay here. Back to your curtsy. Now back to your lunge, but don't come up. Back to curtsy. Back to your lunge. Just for 5. You got this. For 4. Well done. Feel that shake. 3. 2. Back to your lunge when you're ready. Hold the lunge. Hold. Arms can go long. Pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Whew, shaking. 3, 2, 1. And release it out. Whew, I had serious tremors there. Really well done. Really, really strong. Whenever you're ready, again, you can just leave the ball where it is. Okay, ball can stay where it is for a moment. You want to walk the legs a little bit wider than your mat, or just on either side of your mat. Toes tracking out, okay? From here, I want you to hold the dumbbells in front of you as if you're holding 2 mugs of coffee, okay? Or just your arms if you don't have dumbbells. We're going to drop down into a squat. We're going to hold the squat. Then from here, keep your elbows tucked in. Open the arms out and back in. Open back out and in. Almost like an active recovery. Enjoy it. Lovely. And again, remember your arms are staying nice and tight into your side body. They're not moving. It's just a very subtle movement. For 5, well done. For 4, nice. 3, 2, last 1. Bring yourself up. Well done. Really, really strong. This time, if it's here for you, left. We're on the final push, guys. Stick with me. We got this. As you can tell, I'm shaking and my throat is gone dry. Left heel goes on the ball. Right foot comes back behind you. Again, a little bit out to the side and come up onto the ball of that right foot. Roll the shoulders back, engage the core. Whenever you're ready, let's drop into that lunge. Then come up. Bend that back right knee and straighten to come up. Finding those bicep curls if they're there for you, okay? Ooh, my left leg is shaking already. We're tired today. She's a tired girly, but we're here. We're working through it. We're moving. That's the main thing. Ooh, core is engaged. Nice. We have 4. Well done. We have 3. Nice. 2. Last 1. Let's add that layer. Drop down into a lunge. Now step back behind you into your curtsy. Back to your lunge. Come up and tap that big toe. Back to your lunge.
over to your curtsy, back to your lunge, come up and tap. Ooh, I'm feeling it today. Ooh, stick with me. I'm there with you. If I'm doing it, you need to do it too. Lovely, we can do this. We can do hard things. Lovely, breathe. I'm reminding myself as much as I'm reminding you. Well done, try not to rush it. Lovely, lunge. Curtsy, back to lunge, come up and tap. Last one, stay with me. Lunge, back to curtsy, over to lunge, now stay here. Curtsy, back to your lunge, and back to that curtsy. Last 3. Well done. 2. Last one, find that lunge, hold. Can you extend the arms this time maybe? Now pulse. 8, this is it. 7, 6, we're done in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Whew. Kick that ball away, you'll be down to if you had it. Shake it out. Well done, really, really strong. Dumbbells can come to the floor. Whenever you're ready, let's sit on the floor for me. Feet out in front. Fingertips facing towards the glutes. Again, spread the feet a little bit wider. And then from here, let's just drop our knees down to one side and back up and over to the other side. Slowing that breathing down. Really strong work, well done. Nice, just 3 more for me. 2, 1, back to center. Perfect, from here, whenever you're ready, coming into that 4-point kneeling position for me. We're going to go for a few cat-cows, slowing everything down. On the inhale, dip and arch into that lower back, open up the front of the chest and shoulders. Exhale, round the spine, eyes to belly. Inhale, rippling through vertebrae by vertebrae, dipping and arching into the lower back, open up the chest and shoulders. Exhale, round the spine, eyes to belly. Last one. Inhale, ripple through. Exhale, round the spine, eyes to belly. Lovely. Whenever you're ready, from here, I'm just going to get you to come up to high kneeling. I just want you to bring your right leg forward. From here, we're going to lean forward, sweep the arms up over our head. Feel that nice stretch down the front of that left groin. Deep breath. And then exhale, straighten that right leg. Melt that chest towards the front of the thighs. One more. Inhale, sweep up and over. Exhale, straighten the front leg. Feel the stretch down the back of the hamstring. Lovely. Bending that knee slowly, bringing it back behind you into your kneeling position. Opposite side, left foot comes forward, left leg forward. Again, inhale, sweep up, reaching up and over. Find a little back bend. Feel the stretch down the front of the right groin and quad. Then exhale, straighten that left leg. Melt that chest towards the thighs. Lovely. 2 more. Inhale, sweeping up and over. Exhale, melt it down. Last one. Exhale, melt it down. Feel that stretch. Slowly bending the left knee, bringing it back behind you. Well done. Sitting on your mat, crossing the legs for me. Just bringing the arms up and over. You're going to grab your left wrist. We're going to reach up and over to the right hand side. Keeping that left glute nice and heavy on the mat. Breathe here for me into the side body. Enjoy that side body stretch. Inhale up. Switching wrists up and over to the opposite side. Pressing down into that right glute. Don't let it lift. Inhale through center. Just bring your palms together. Eyes look up at the palms. Big inhale, reach up as high as you can. Exhale, blow it all out. Roll the shoulders. Give yourself a clap. Well done for showing up for yourself today on the mat. And thank you for showing up and moving with me. See you next week.